Hello, and welcome to the Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Gina Vaccari, and as you well know, I go to a lot of businesses, and this business is a little gem that you're going to find in Old Jones Homestead. Let me introduce you to Alex Henderson, and we're out at Monumental Fabrication. And when I thought about interviewing you and talking about metalworks, I automatically only thought about practical stuff. But let's tell the folks how you started. You were a sculptor, and they sought you out for
Sculptor by
Windmill.
trade, yeah.
Yes.
I studied in Atlanta and University of Kentucky, University of Tennessee, and then apprenticeship program at Washington and St. Louis.
I mean, art. This is his own artwork. And you think of metal, you think of hard and that, but you really make some beautiful sculptures. So then they sought you out at Windmark, and what happened there?
They wanted a signature fence that looked like a permanent sand fence. So we designed this.
This is so
coastal
cool.
dune fence is what we call it. And
So they wanted it to look like it was just thrown up there with some rickets.
Yeah.
And this is metal, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
And it's a lifetime guarantee, so you can plant it one time around your swimming pool and it sort of fades away and looks indigenous to the area.
It really does. I mean, when I moved here almost 20 years ago, this was what was on the beach.
Right.
And I was fooled. I thought it was wood. And you could make it with wood,
Yes,
couldn't
we
you?
do also make it with wood, but this is the most popular because it lasts the longest and you don't ever have to paint it. And it's solid recycled aluminum, so it's green as well.
And that's important to note too, that you don't just use metal, you recycle things here too.
That's right.
But this is the signature fence for Windmark, correct?
Yes, for St. Joe Company.
For St. Joe Company.
Yeah, for all their properties.
So that was some, I don't know, 14, 15 years ago that you were commissioned, and then you
That's
came
right.
over here and you started doing everything.
Started working for, we did a lot of work down at Windmark, and then that blossomed into a lot of other work around on the beach and Cape and St. George and surrounding areas.
Now we're going to show you things that he's done, fences and balconies. We're going to walk around the shop, and I can't wait for you to see this. But you do also smaller things. If I'm a homeowner and I wanted some fencing put in,
Sure.
you would do that.
We do pool fence, cable railing,
Oh, okay.
decorative, ornamental work.
And put it all in.
Yeah, we install it all.
I mean, I have a great admiration for what you do because it's not only beautiful, it's practical and reusable. I love that.
And permanent.
And permanent. and you've got a nice backyard, and this is what you get. You get some scrap stuff and turn it into. But you've got heavy-duty machinery here. We're going to go ahead and turn around and go ahead and see some railing and stuff. So follow us inside, and you can see some of the stuff they do here. I want to show you. We're in the shop now. It's one of the coldest days here. But this is an example of beautiful wrought iron work. And you say you don't really get a lot of that here because it's very traditional.
Yeah, most everything down here is more nautical, beachy.
Yes, yes. I mean, this is something you would find in Brooklyn, New York. I mean, exactly the kind of stoops. We called them stoops.
Right. Yeah.
And you put this in, you did all of this.
Yeah, it's all forged iron.
Wow. And is it recycled as well?
Yeah, most of it is.
And now, how do you get this gleam on it? Is this a particular paint, or
yes,
do you have to
it
bake
is.
it, or?
This is baked on enamel, like powder coating.
I mean, if you can see it, it would glitter. It's
very
gorgeous.
thick paint and very, very durable.
But I know in New York this is really typical. But you can see, I mean, delicate finger work. It's beautiful. This is another example of something that you would do. A railing.
Cable railing.
Cable. So what exactly is cable railing?
Well, the product we put out is coastal cable railing, and it's anodized aluminum.
Okay.
And the stainless steel cable and hardware that infills these open areas.
So what are these guys doing right now?
So right now we're putting these protective grommets in here that protects the stainless steel from the aluminum.
I guess since that's been cut, it's more susceptible to the weather.
That's right.
So that covers it, and then you put a steel cable through?
Stainless steel cable.
Stainless steel.
And that's what we're doing down here, putting the hardware in and pre-wiring it. So when we install it,
Can I see, is that an example of the cable
yeah,
that you would put through?
This is the cable.
Oh, that's gonna look really pretty.
That's right. And most of the time, people like this product because it doesn't invade their view of the ocean, and it's virtually maintenance-free. And then there's a
Maybe
turnbuckle,
a
a tensioner turnbuckle that goes on the ends and tightens the cable up. And the cable's crimped inside here, and that's your domestic, high-quality stainless steel fittings.
Well, you have to in this area. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble if this thing isn't lasting.
Corrosion is a major problem on the beach, especially.
Yeah, and that's with anything. I mean, I live off of the beach, and I have a trouble with some of my stuff. All right, here we over. Now you have a big job you're working on. Tell the folks about that.
Well, we got a project for Defense Department, specifically Tyndall Air Force Base.
Yes.
And these are the deployment container storage boxes for F-22 Raptor parts. And
Wow.
this is 2 of 12.
So you're making 12.
Yes.
Okay, so this is an example of the 2 of them. And we just were inside and we saw
That
a
was
shelf.
a shelf that would be placed inside here for,
Is that the notches for them?
that's the notches for the shelf, so they're adjustable.
Oh, very good. And they're going to store...
Wing parts and belly parts for bay door.
Uh-huh.
The belly doors on the airplane
I
and,
gotcha.
the front wing parts.
Is this meant to be stationary or very movable?
It has wheels on it,
It does.
and you can actually push it with one hand on the concrete.
Oh, well, without the parts in there.
Right.
Wow.
That's right. So we were pretty excited to won that contract.
That's really fantastic. Yeah, and it's beautiful work. And as I said, it's where art and practicality meet when you have a business like this.
That's right. You have to be diverse these days.
Yes, yes. And, you know, this has to stand up to hold F-22 parts. That's amazing. We're going to talk about these 2 machines over here. Tell me about them.
Well, these are new to Monumental. We just acquired these this year, and they're very necessary for the kind of work we do. This is a press brake, 135 ton.
Okay.
135 ton press brake. What we would do is if we need to make a bend in a piece of metal, we simply put it in here like this, push it up against that backstop.
Wow.
And that's going to give us a bend like that.
What type, how much of a thickness can it?
1/4 inch steel.
Wow. Talk about man and steel.
We can break any degree.
Oh, you can even make stainless steel countertops
Oh, all
and things
that,
like
yeah,
that
we
if I
do a
wanted to
lot.
redo my kitchen.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Now, what is that for?
Now this machine is a shear. So you'll place flat metal only.
A shear?
A shear.
Okay.
Place flat metal only in here.
So you're really going to be able to expand and do a lot even more now with that.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is so great. Now, what is this thing? Is that just a
Oh, that's
heater?
just a cooker. We work Saturdays and Sundays a lot, so I
Oh, you
feed the
do?
guys. Oh yeah, we've been really busy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. That's nice though, feeding the guys too.
Yeah.
That you don't have to go out of the area
That's
and
right.
get your stuff. It's probably much more reasonable.
That's right.
Is there anything else we want to talk about before I go? Because I want to thank you for a really cool tour. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I think we covered a lot of bases, and we appreciate the interview.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All of us
really.
guys.
Think of art and think of practicality when you need something welded, and that's amazing. A big welding shop here in our own little hometown in Old Jones Homestead. You know, we're very lucky. We have a lot of, you know, this isn't like still a profession, you know, and
Yes.
we're lucky that we have that. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
See ya.
Appreciate it. Good day.